I'm Martin and this is my 1984 Kip Caravan which I bought back in April of 2023, and the challenge for the next couple of months will be to turn it into an off-grid camper. This is going to be one hell of an experience full of many downs and lows, costly repairs and many trials and errors. Make sure you follow my journey while transforming this caravan into my dream tiny home on wheels. That was the original fabric that was used for the roof pop top tent. Because it was in really bad shape, first off I'm going to try to wash it off and to remove all the nasty stuff like this ceiling here, and then I'm going to see if it's actually doable. Sadly, it was not. There were too many holes, ripped parts, and in general the old silicone was a nightmare to remove. So I bought a new fabric and I sent it for sewing a new piece reusing the side pocket windows. Going forward, it is about time to make the side metal brackets, I should say, which will hold the rubber sealant on the edges of the pop top, which will seal and prevent any water of getting in and reduce the outside noise when the pop top is closed. So what I did, I almost did the effect that I wanted. Speaking of the sealant, I bought a 8 meters door sealant which is specifically made for caravans, which I laid down, cut in size and then carefully attach it on the brackets I just made using some Sikaflex to hold it in place. So, the roof pop top saga continues. It's been like that the whole week, but I finally am getting to the end of it. Again, I'm in my Baywatch suit. There are two parts of the roof pop hinge. One it's mounted on the obviously on the roof pop top itself, and the other one is mounted on the roof of the caravan, which I have to do simultaneously. and the connection is a bit dodgy, but I'm going to figure it out on the go. Thanks to my brother, we were able to flip up the pop top upside down so I can start working on the hinge and attach the sealant that goes with it. So as I told you earlier, the hinge of the roof pop top that is holding the roof pop top, and it's actually allowing it to be slightly open and at around 45 degrees, is made out of two parts. One of which is the hinge itself, which is mounted on the roof pop top itself. The other piece is actually this one, which is mounted on the roof of the Caravan. After mounting the hitch, it was about time to see if it would fit on the roof, which, surprise surprise, it did not. There was too much gap between the hitch and the roof, so no screws could be screwed on and hold the pop top. And it's why the roof pop top had to go down and start working all over again. So I had to rip off the hinge using any tools that I could possibly have and loosen this Sikaflex, which hold it really tightly. And this time I had to make sure that everything aligns properly, so when the pop top goes up again, it could be screwed down with the screws and hold in place. You can see, I'm going to try to yes, you can see the fucking gap here. So what I offered to my dad, what if we flip the hinge upside down? Okay, so let's fucking do this shit. So although I tried my best, I exhausted all of my options. I flipped the hinge upside down, tried to use the longer piece on top and the smaller on the bottom. That did not work. I tried to use extra rubber sealant to compromise for the gap. That did not work as well. So I gave it one more go. Cleaned the metal, attached the rubber and then the hinge on top. Thank God my brother was around, as we were taking it on and off for the 3 days straight, just so I can take my measurements, going back and forth thinking what I'm missing and why I end up always ripping the whole thing up. And so until I got to the breaking point, not being able to attach it the way it was originally, I decided to scrap the whole idea just to stop wasting time on this crap hinge, so I ripped it off one last time. I had a genius idea, why not to use these bent frame lifting mechanism which are commonly used here in Eastern Europe and try to use them as my lifting mechanism of the pop top. As I showed you in this shitty example which I assembled from scratch, you can get the idea and everything should have worked on theory. The only thing left was to test it out and see how it works. Having the new fabric all nice and done for the roof pop top, it was about the time to try fitting it on. First I tried to staple it while on the ground, but quickly realized that this won't work quite as I expected. So my dad came to rescue and we decided it would be better to staple the fabric first on the roof and then throw over the pop top over it and attach to it. Then I started working on the sides, cutting these wooden strips, which I carefully attach using the small screws and a screwdriver. So while the pop top was on the ground, I impregnated the plywood sheets so they could be ready later on for the paint. So I attached the bed frame mechanism on the sides and on the roof pop top. And as I said, I tried to staple the fabric on the roof pop top, taking my time one side piece at a time, stretching the fabric so there are no wrinkles and loosened parts. I use a motorcycle tire which I bought, cut it, stretch it and use it as a shield in front of the pop top, as the original mechanism was no longer there to prevent any splashes or rain to get inside while the caravan is being towed. Going forward, I came with a new plan for which I had to disassemble the pop top as I was not happy with the results of how I stamped the fabric previously, plus the motorcycle tire was not attached properly on the pop top. So I take down the pop top and I lay it down on the floor. I took my time, cut the size metal pieces, protecting the fabric from the side splashes, and then I put back the pop top on its place again. It was about time to start working on the holding mechanism, as I like to call it, the mechanism that would hold the pop top open. It was my idea as I did not want to deal with any gas threads, so my dad helped me bend these silver pipes in U-shape. Then it was time to spray paint the pipes with black paint so it could give them contrast when the pop top is open. I then reattached the new side wooden trims as I had destroyed the previous one. And then it was time to attach the bed frame mechanism on the sides of the roof pop top. Giving it a little explanation review and how proud I was that finally the pop top was on its place. I had to redo the mechanism. I changed the M6 bolts with M8. I had a few modifications here and up there as well. See this shit? Yeah, I have to rip off my skin in order to remove it. Man, I fucking hate silicones. As soon as I finish with this caravan, I don't want to hear anymore about silicones. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday with a new video.